In this episode, I want to talk to you about the concept of being a legend and why it's absolutely necessary. Stick around to the end and you'll be bouncing off your chair to take action today. Welcome to Stratford-upon-Avon, Shakespeare territory. And to thee I bid you a hearty welcome. That's Bill's old pad, old Bill Shakespeare. Anyway, this is a deep one. I just watched an episode of one of my favourite YouTube channels, Casper Sight. Shout out Casper Sight, you're a top guy. It was a very moving video to watch because his mother had just died and he was just explaining the situation and apologising to fans, which obviously was not necessary. Right. That's Bill's old theatre. Cheers. Let's get back to being a legend. That video really made me think about my own life. My relationship with my parents. My father's not getting any younger. When I was younger, I used to be quite flippant about my life, and to be quite honest with you, until quite recently that was the case. However, legacy, passing on knowledge, and doing as much as you possibly can before you die is what's been taught to me by the great Dean Gilasbey. Look out for our interview coming up, it's going to be brilliant. I'm currently editing it up. We talked for a long time. As well as Dean's inspiration, I've come up with my own little philosophy called Deathbed Confessionals. Let me explain Deathbed Confessionals. I have a theory that when you die, your whole life flashes before your eyes. I literally believe that. I don't know why. Maybe I'm a mystical guy who remembers it happening last time, but I do believe that. Because of this, I try to live my life by Deathbed Confessionals. What do I mean by that? I mean, this guy's entertaining me fantastically. Rather than just walk past him, I'm going to go and get a fiver from the bank, and I'm going to give it to him. Why am I here in Stratford? It's my nephew's wedding tomorrow, one of the most important days of his life. I've flown hundreds of miles to get to him. I'm not saying I'm great or anything, I'm not saying I'm wonderful. Actually, if anything, I'm being a bit selfish because I'm hedging my bets. Just in case my life does flash before my eyes, I want to go well. So I want to do good things in the time that I have. If your life does flash before your eyes when point of death, then why not do as many brilliant things as you can in this difficult world before you die? To be a good person, to do good things, and help as many people as you can along the way who may need it. Even though it's my own philosophy, it's not easy to live by, and I forget every day. So don't worry when you do that, when you're trying. Deathbed Confessionals. And if for you right now that seems like a monumental task, because you've got a lot on, you're in a bit of a rut, I've just recently been in one. Try this. Do a brain dump. It's from a book called Getting Things Done by David Allen? I hope I'm right there. It's a brilliant book. This changed my life when I was a kid. Put a piece of paper or a computer in front of yourself. Then write down on that piece of paper everything that's driving you crazy. Don't think about the problem when you've done it. Just write. Just keep writing. Just get it all out. I've just seen a kingfisher. And just keep writing everything down, big or small, until it's all done and you've got it out of your head. Then organise everything. And a good guidance, there's no science to this, but this is what I do. I organise it into what can be done right now, what can be done this week, what can be done this month, and anything that's a little bit bigger is a project. If something is not burning right now, there's no big time frame, and you just want to study, I make a look into. I also have a one day for things that really don't need my attention, but it's out on paper now, and then there's done. So what can be done today, what can be done this week, what can be done this month, what projects do we have going, what are we looking into, what do we want to look at into one day, a holiday would be a good example of that, and what's been done. Now you have it all out there, out of here, and onto paper on a computer, you'll be amazed at how good your brain feels. David Allen explains in the book Getting Things Done that the brain is very much like RAM. It's for having ideas but not holding them. So how many times have you thought, oh, that's a good idea, I'll do that tomorrow, and you never remember what that is? Because that's how the brain works. Putting things down on paper has changed my life radically. I find it incredible also that when I write something down, I review my life 6 months later and I've done all the things that I wrote down. There's definitely something subconscious to this. My theory is that it might be something to do with the throwing hand, with using a pen and paper, connecting the hand to the brain. It's part of our evolution. That's what I think is going on. Now, it doesn't end there. If you want to keep being a legend, do this every week, every Sunday. Just make some time to do a quick brain dump and then organize it into your folders. So just do a new one every week and then try to put them into all your checked folders. Today, this week, this month, projects, look into, one day, and done. One thing I like to do is have a personal and professional, so that I don't get it all muddled up and I make time for my fiance or my family. Another thing is, from speaking to other fellow professionals, that it's been quite eye-opening. Some people, who I won't name right now for the sake of not embarrassing them, have confided in me that, and it makes me feel better about myself, because I've always think there's a bit wrong with me. You could argue that I'm right, but what I mean is, a good mate of mine and his missus, both high-earning people, confided in me that they wait last minute they forget to do the hair, they forget to buy good food, they eat crap at night because they're always just putting themselves first before everything else. I mean, look at this right now. I forget to cut my hair. So I have to write it down on paper. When was the last time you took your life into adventurous stakes, cooked a new meal, learnt a new song on guitar, practice or pick up a guitar for the first time? It's different for everybody. I think you generally get what I mean. This is time to reflect on your life and what you want. That's a crucial part of becoming a legend. In order to achieve all these things, give yourself a due date. Go back through your lists and put in your calendar when you need to get things done by. So, in summary, dump all the crap that's in your head onto paper or a computer and figure out what's most important in your life for you to have the most impact, and share your knowledge with other people. Help as many people as you can while loving what you do to the core of your heart. Being an inspiration to others, this is your true purpose in life. When you do all this, you will indeed become a legend. So thanks for watching till the end, and I hope you're inspired now to go out there and grab the world by the bollocks. If you found the information in this video helpful, please consider liking and subscribing. It really helps me get the content out there to the people that need it the most, to get their grass as good as they can possibly get it, or in this case, just a little bit of positive inspiration. If you want to go a bit deeper in these subjects, consider checking out istma.pro. You'll find lots of different articles and courses there, so you could go deeper and learn more. Link in description. If you like this episode, check out this and subscribe for future episodes. Au revoir. Shakespeare goes into a pub. The landlord says, "Get out, you bard."